All right, producers, this is how you make $100,000 guaranteed from selling beats off of YouTube in 2026. This new YouTube hackism, I'm full of shit. The problem with making a selling beats on YouTube tutorial is that every so often YouTube will just pull the rug out from under us by changing the algorithm, and it just happened again. So let's talk about some ways that we can change our approach to selling beats and have a better 2026 with more beat sales by looking at these changes in the algorithm and adapting them to being a producer on YouTube. Before I do that, I want to address that I may owe all of you an apology, a serious apology. This is a serious situation. A company that I platformed is currently being accused of unethical AI training, which I'm against. I've spent the greater part of my day contacting them, asking direct questions, waiting on responses, etc., trying to duplicate the results of the expose to see if, in fact, that is the case. And if that is the case, and I was lied to about the ethics of this company, then I owe everyone an apology. Regardless of what I intended, I don't intend to ever hurt the producer community. But if I platformed a company that did, in fact, hurt the producer community, then that's on me. And that's something that I need to take responsibility for. So this is not the apology, because that would be a super weak apology, but I'm absolutely taking it seriously. I'm taking responsibility for that, and I appreciate all of you for giving me the grace to deal with this situation and address it when I can and when I have as much information as I can possibly gather. So as far as selling beats in 2026 on YouTube is concerned, YouTube's already made a bunch of weird changes. So 2025 was the year when new channels were thriving, but now apparently that has all changed. So I've been watching these YouTube SEO content gurus. I'm actually shocked. I want to watch this video and then translate what they're saying into some actionable suggestions for you and your YouTube beat selling strategy moving into 2026. Let's see what the first one is.
So if your views are low, or you're scared of demonetization, or you're a complete beginner, listen up, because I'm going to tell you the 8 biggest changes of the YouTube algorithm. Starting with change number 1, Gemini. So it's fully official, okay? The YouTube algorithm is now powered by Gemini AI. Now, for those of you that don't know what Gemini is, it's pretty much Google's ChatGPT. And the job that YouTube gave Gemini is to analyze videos.
We saw this coming. I mean, there's this gold rush in the AI space, and Google is at the head of all that. My prediction is that Googling something will be entirely replaced by Gemini. So that means a lot of people who are searching for your videos, either your beat videos or your tutorial videos, are going to be finding results via Gemini. So Gemini is gonna have, you're gonna have to optimize your videos so that Gemini suggests them to people who are searching. How do we do that? Couple suggestions. He actually brings this up at the end, so let me go all the way to the end.
Number 8, which is descriptions. For the description of your videos, you now have to add a lot of knowledge, a lot of information, a lot of educational value. You know, instead of dropping 5 paragraphs or a shit ton of tags, just tell Gemini straight up what your video is about. Go on Google, do research on the topic that you made a video about, and put a paragraph on there. For example, if I made a video about World War II, about a specific battle, I would ask Claude, hey, give me a recap of this specific battle and what.
Okay, so as far as producers are concerned, I've seen producers doing this in their type beat videos, and I always wondered why. So I would, for example, click on a Rick Ross type beat video, and in the description, there'd be this long ass paragraph with all this weird flowery language. And this was way before Gemini came out. It would say something to the effect of Rick Ross is an American rapper and songwriter from Miami, Florida, who combines gritty street anthems with sophisticated hip-hop orchestrations, you know, stuff like that. I'm like, why is that even in there? Now I'm thinking, okay, they were onto something. So there are a couple tools that we can use for this. The free version, I just have the free version of vidIQ, and they have this YouTube description generator. So I click generate for a type beat, see what comes up, dive into the creative world of music production with our latest free Jay-Z inspired beat up to, okay, so like this is probably good, and you can copy and paste this into your video description because this is something that Gemini can process, whereas if you just fill it with tags, I'm not saying you shouldn't do this, but if you just fill the description with tags, Gemini is not going to be able to parse through those in the same way. YouTube also does this for you. If you go into the inspiration tab in YouTube Studio, it will suggest ideas for video content for you. So for example, if I click on, oh God, more AI, it's basically going to guide me through creating a fully optimized video for YouTube, and it's even gonna write, this is all AI of course, it's gonna write the hook. So this is the script that I can read at the beginning of my video. It's gonna include an outline. So this is all stuff that I could potentially include in the description without even thinking about it, so less work for you.
Number 2, trust score. This has got to be one of the biggest changes that I've ever seen on YouTube. So this is the easiest way to explain trust score. You want to prove to the algorithm / Gemini that you're a human. You know, with all of these new AI tools that create videos for you in the click of a button and all of these content farms, YouTube is now more strict than ever when it comes to like your profile, right? Your Google profile, what you do. So now it doesn't even matter how many views your YouTube channel gets. It doesn't matter how many subscribers you have. If Gemini doesn't think you're human, it's going to 360 no-scope your channel, as in termination or demonetization. And this change was done about 2 weeks ago, which is why you've heard so much news of people getting their channels taken away. But I think I found a solution to this, which takes me to number 3, the age of the email and the age of the YouTube channel.
This is weird.
If you're a beginner or you're starting from scratch again, my advice to you is to start posting on a YouTube channel that was created over 5 months ago. The older the YouTube channel is, the better.
This shocked the hell out of me. For the entirety of 2025, we've been told that new YouTube channels are getting prioritized, and we've seen new YouTube channels blow up overnight, and we're like, how are they doing this? I guess that's all changed according to this video. So that means a couple of things to me. I'm not gonna tell producers to not create new YouTube channels, but what I used to tell people is stop trying to revive dead channels because all the wisdom told us not to. Apparently that's changed. And it's ironic that Gemini AI is now penalizing new YouTube channels because they suspect them of being AI generated and botted, which is what world do we live in right now? As far as actionable advice, here are some suggestions to try out. Number 1, if you have an old channel, start a new channel and upload the same beats to both channels. Change the thumbnail so that they're not the exact same upload, but what you're doing here is you're testing the variable of channel age. So the old channel that maybe you haven't uploaded to for 6 months to a year, don't abandon it. Don't just start a brand new channel. Start a brand new channel, retain the old one, upload the same videos, the same beats to both channels and see how they perform. Maybe use the same keywords if you just want to test whether or not age is a factor. If both channels are performing well, okay, cool. So now you can get into A/B testing keywords. So on one channel, you upload the same beat, but you change the keyword. This is Jay-Z type beat over here. This is J. Cole type beat over here. See how they perform. Maybe they both blow up. Maybe only one blows up and you realize that that's the keyword niche that you should be focusing on. It's a suggestion. I don't think any of these ideas that he's presenting or that I'm presenting certainly are guaranteed methods to reach success and riches.
Just use your personal email. You know, that email that you watch videos on, the one where you're subscribed to your favorite YouTubers. If you have any Google subscriptions.
Okay, so he's also saying use a YouTube channel that's active. So you're not just posting videos and logging out from that particular channel.
Subscriptions like Google One, Google Workspace, YouTube Premium, you know, any of those subscriptions, the better it is.
He also talks about how the profile pic should be an actual photo of you and the name should be less brandish.
History Central. Instead, I would name it Carlos Romero, my name. Or Romero in Time. So just make your YouTube channel your actual name.
I could name a channel Pain Soulful Beats, for example, and then I'm not using my government name. Related to that is his suggestion to, and you should be doing this anyway, but check it out.
Number 5, that is social media link. Now again, let's go ahead and say I create a YouTube channel in the history niche called Romero Goes Back. Well, in the About page, I'm going to create a Twitter or X account, an Instagram, a LinkedIn, a fucking website with the same exact name, Romero Goes Back. You know, and that will give even more concrete evidence to Gemini that this is a personality account.
That's pretty extreme. That's pretty strict. If you're that dedicated, maybe that's a good option. I don't know about creating a brand new social media for a new channel, but changing the channel to more closely resemble your social media handles could be helpful. Channel trailer he talks about. This is interesting.
Uploading patterns. What I found is that daily uploading from the jump is not something you want to do.
Crazy, because we were always told to upload every single day. Honestly, back when I was uploading a beat I guess I'm still uploading a video every single day. When I was uploading a beat every single day, now I'm doing like 2 at once. That was what changed my channel forever. Not even my channel, my business. And I just looked at what Cash Money AP was doing. I'm like, if I'm going to compete with the top beat sellers, I got to at very least do what they're doing. And that's what I did. And it honestly did increase sales. It helped me become a better producer, a more efficient producer. It helped me refine my process. But he's saying don't upload every single day, but with an asterisk. So let's listen.
The rule of thumb is to post every 2 to 4 days. And side note, do not worry about views, okay? The first 15 videos, what you have to pay attention to is impressions, not views. The second you post 15 videos, you want to go to YouTube Studio, you want to check your impressions, and if you have under 100,000 impressions, that means that 1, your trust score is very low, or your video ideas and videos were just shit. But anyways, let's say you post those 15
It could mean your thumbnails are bad too. Don't forget about that.
videos, you do have over 100,000 impressions. From there, you can start posting daily or a little bit more often. But for those of you that already have a shit ton of views or impressions, don't do this, okay? This is just for people that are starting off or they're starting a new channel. That's just a better way to go, right? You want to show Gemini and YouTube that you're a human.
Might be good news for producers, especially producers that are more versatile. So it's always been frustrating for producers to be told that they have to use one beat keyword on a channel. So if you make R&B type beats, you don't want to switch up your keyword. You really want to just post beats under the title R&B type beat and dominate that keyword. Now, if you're starting a new channel, apparently you're not supposed, according to this video, you're not supposed to upload every single day. So what you could do now is lighten your load a little bit. On one channel, post 3 to 4 times a week with an R&B type beat. On the other channel, post the other type of beat that you like making. Maybe you make hard trap type beats or boom bap type beats. So now you have put your eggs in different baskets. This might take some pressure off of you because you're not forcing yourself to create something every single day in the same genre, in the same style. I also really want to emphasize analytics. They're here for a reason. YouTube will show you particularly intros that perform well. So people who are engaging with your video. So these are videos that are especially engaging, and a couple of them are beat videos. It also shows you the ones that are doing poorly. You can learn from both. So for example, this beat, which doesn't have very many views, the average view duration is damn near 2 minutes. So there's something special about this particular beat. I need to analyze this beat. I need to analyze this beat too to see why it's capturing the attention of so many viewers. And I need to look at this beat video to see why it's not doing very well. And it could be because the intro's too short. It could be a number of factors, but it's my job to go back, listen, and analyze and see. So the click-through rate, I guess this is average. Let's see. The average click-through rate for YouTube is between 2 and 10%. So yeah, I mean, this isn't great, which suggests to me that maybe the thumbnail isn't that engaging, but the beat itself is engaging because it is not getting great views, but it's getting pretty good engagement, which is a big deal. And, you know, here's the map. This is all stuff that you can learn from. And I'm not saying it should change the way that you fundamentally make music, but it should change the way, or at very least influence the way you structure beats, the way you structure your intros, the way you market your videos based on thumbnail, title, etc. All of that information can be deduced from these analytics. So let's get ready for 2026. The YouTube algorithm changes are already here. We can start using them to our advantage, leaning into them, making the necessary changes so that we have a much stronger and more prosperous 2026 on our beat channels on YouTube. Appreciate you watching. Thank you so much. Peace.